I'm getting everything together to do my second ever pop-up, my first pop-up out of state. My name is Chessie, I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I own ReSpun. I source secondhand and vintage fabrics, upcycle them, and turn them into cute accessories. Tomorrow morning, I leave for New York. This is not for like a big vendor market or anything like that. I have yet to do one of those. My first pop-up was just a great opportunity that fell into my lap basically. My mom and a few of her really good friends run a local cat rescue doing TNR projects for local communities, and they were putting on a mobile vaccine clinic and wanted to make it a sort of holiday festival, and they invited a bunch of vendors with no vendor costs or anything. So because my mom was putting together the event, I did set up a little booth there. It was like right after I opened up ReSpun, so it was just really good experience. It was a great opportunity for me to get content and just sell in person and get the experience of doing that. And by doing that, I also got some equipment that I'll show you in today's video. This pop-up though is going to be in Brooklyn, New York. My sister has a really good relationship with a local bakery. She's a baker and she's been making baked goods for this bakery for several months now. And she put some feelers out about us doing a little sister pop-up there where she sells her baked goods and I sell my ReSpun products, and they really loved the idea. So I have just been spending the past several weeks sourcing my very cute on-themed vintage fabrics and coming up with products for this event. I just wanted to sit down today and show you all everything that I made and everything that I am bringing with me to get ready for my first out-of-state pop-up. So these are all of the new ReSpun items that I made for this pop-up. I will be bringing some of my other inventory, but I really wanted to make some ReSpun pieces that were special to the event. So the first item that I have are coasters. These are sets of 4 little mug rugs, if you would want to call them that. I did a little mock presentation of how I want all of the coasters to be tagged. I just used some secondhand ribbon, and then my dad helped me make these little product tags that have the prices on them. This is a adorable strawberry printed one. I made another strawberry printed one. This is like an all over berries one. It has a gingham backing. They all have different backings as well. The strawberry one is red and then navy for the cats. And then I have these really awesome dessert themed ones as well. When Allie told me about doing this pop-up, I knew I wanted to source some really cute dessert themed fabrics. So I went on eBay and I found a really nice lot of vintage and secondhand dessert themed fabrics, and these I believe are Robert Kirkman, and I just thought that these fabrics fit the vibe perfectly. Each set comes with 4 little mug rugs or coasters, whatever you want to call them, and they are $12 each. I wish I made a couple of more. Honestly, the bakery is pretty small. It's just like a small, cute, local Vietnamese bakery. It's called Larry's Cà Phê in Brooklyn. We're going to be there on February 2nd, which is this Sunday, from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. If this video goes out before then, it would be very cool if you wanted to show up. The next product I made for the pop-up are these pot holders. I made 9 of these. Again, all of the fabrics that I use are secondhand and vintage. I recently got this great stripe print at an estate sale. All of the rest of these have really fun patterns on them, but I thought I would make something that's a little bit more simple for someone who may not love like big busy patterns. But we have this one. I made this cherries on black and white gingham. This is a great sort of kitchen themed one. This one is my favorite. This is cherries on green gingham. It's my favorite. It's so cute. I made this one, which is like a really fun print, and then I had a little bit left of that print and I made this one. This is a great fabric. It is just nuts. And then here's a bigger version of that fabric that I used for the coasters, and then also a red version of that. This is like such a fun dessert pattern. It's awesome. And then here's another all over desserts pattern as well. So I'm going to be selling these at the pop-up. I have 10 of them and I'm going to be selling them for $14. I think what I'm going to do is attach the care card and the little price card to the loop of these. I use insulated batting and I use 100% cotton batting, but there is a little care card with washing instructions and also a do not microwave memo, because the insulated batting I believe is made with like aluminum and you obviously can't microwave aluminum. And the last new product that I made for this pop-up are these really nicely sized hot pads. These hot pads are great for things like casserole dishes or big cookie sheets. They just protect more of your counter space. These are just really nicely sized and they're made the same exact way as the pot holders. They're just larger. This is a great print. It's nice and neutral, but it still has like a really fun pattern with just these all over kind of sketched vegetables. Here is a version of that stripes one. I also have a version of the cherries on black and white gingham. This is a really fun print of just a bunch of fruits, but it's like very art pop. This is a great one as well. All the fabrics are great. Like one of my favorite things about using secondhand and vintage fabrics is just like the amazing fabrics that I stumble upon that are not whatever everyone else is using. Unfortunately, I did not have enough fabric to do the red version of this print in the hot pad size, but I did have enough to do like the more beigey background, and I love how this came out. I did a nuts themed one for this, and then lastly we have this fabric. I'm going to be selling these large hot pads for $18, and I made 8 of them. From my regular stock, I have 5 zipper pouches left that I have not sold, so I am going to pack these. They are currently listed on my website for $32. I had a bunch of them on the website and the majority of them sold, but these are the ones I have left. They're really cute. I've gotten some great feedback on the size of these and just how convenient they are to throw in a tote bag or a purse or a backpack. Because these ones haven't sold and these have been on the website pretty much since the beginning, I think I'm going to sell these at the pop-up for $24. Also at the pop-up, I will be selling my mini keychains. These are a small version of the wristlet keychains that I sell. I made some really cute fruit themed ones for this pop-up, and then I just have a bunch of other mini keychains that I'm thinking about bringing as well. Mini keychains are $8. I really like having this option in my inventory because it is something that is a little bit more affordable. Maybe somebody doesn't want to spend $12, $14, $18, but they still want to support. A little mini keychain is just like an easy thing that I feel like somebody would really appreciate. These are so adorable. So yeah, I'm going to bring a bunch of mini keychains, and then I'm also going to bring my wristlet keychains as well. My wristlet keychains are really special because of the cute lace detailing. I haven't seen that done before. I just think it's really, really precious. I've made them without the lace, and I just don't think that they are nearly as cute as they are with the lace. Again, all of the fabrics are secondhand and vintage, and even the lace trim is secondhand, and I sell my wristlet keychains for $16. So back to the branding, I just wanted to give you a close-up of the little care card that the coasters, the pot holders, and the hot pads are all getting. I'm not going to make little care cards for the keychains or the pouches. I'll show you what I'm going to do for those instead, but I just wanted to show you a little close-up of them. Again, my branding is on this side, and then we have product details on this side. I wanted to make sure that the pricing was really nice and large. I made these in Canva with the help of my dad. My dad is a graphic designer, so that is very helpful to me and my business, but I think that these came out great. I printed them on cardstock with my at-home printer, so really nothing special, and I cut them out myself with scissors, but I wanted to give you a close-up of the care card. I don't have a lot of branding yet. I just started my small business November 27th, 2024, so I've really only been doing this for a couple of months, and I have yet to make postcards or business cards for ReSpun. I'd love to include something like that in my online orders as well. I have been considering making my own with some like scrap fabrics or something. I just don't really know what direction I need to go in to start something like that. I did also invest in a little ReSpun stamp. It's just a little acrylic stamp, and I have this stamp pad, and it just comes out looking like that. ReSpun by Chessie. So I feel like it's something that I could maybe make myself, but I mean, it would be a lot of work, but I think, you know, it would definitely tie into the brand. It's just something that I am still considering, and I just want to make sure that I'm still always staying true to wanting to be a sustainable upcycling small business. So basically with my price tags, I knew it was important that everyone leaving with the pot holders, the hot pads, and the coasters all took home a care card with the product contents and also the do not microwave warning on them. That was very, very important to me, obviously, and I just took that as an opportunity to do a little bit of marketing, and that's why I have my branding on the side of the price tags. Another thing that I'm going to be bringing are my stickers. I do have ReSpun stickers. It was something that I got when I first started because I also ordered brown shopping bags, and what I like to do with these is just put my sticker on top of them, and that's a little bit of branding. Not the most obviously, but it's a little something, and obviously people don't need to leave with a bag. I will definitely be asking my customers if they would like a bag because they might have their own bag or they might just want to throw their keychain on their keys. I did want to test on camera though if these bags fit my hot pads. Okay, that's not bad. It is like a little bit wasteful to like give a full bag for just one item. Hopefully people will buy more than one thing, but I'm glad that these fit. I still need to figure out how I'm going to display everything. Like I said, we're doing a pop-up at a small local bakery, so there's really not that much space. That's why I didn't really make that much. So I was starting to feel insecure about not really making that much. But at the end of the day, there's also really not that much room. And I'm also flying with all of these things too. This is my own little personal zipper pouch. I've said before that I keep some of my mistakes, and this one would have been so cute to sell. I know this would have sold already, but I sewed the back panel on upside down. So I just kept it. It's really cute, and I will be bringing this for all of my little extra things that I will bring to the pop-up. So I'll have my stickers in here. I also will bring some tape. These are just things that you never know if you need. I'll bring some scissors. I'll have to put this on my checked bag because I don't think I can bring scissors like this on my carry-on. I might bring this frame that I have. This would be a little bit of branding that I would have at my little section. It just has my brand on it, and it has a QR code and then the link to shop and also my socials. This is a thrifted frame that I got at an estate sale, and I think that it just works perfectly for something like this. And then this is what I'm going to be doing for the keychains and the wristlets and the zipper pouches, is I will be bringing these smaller frames for the pricing of those items. I used this one for my zipper pouches. I will have to reprint it with the new price though, but it worked perfectly. It was super cute. I'll insert a little photo of what my booth actually looked like. I used this one for the wristlet keychains, another little cutie, but I think I will print out another sheet with all of the pricing so that if maybe there's not enough room for individual ones, I can just put this one out. This had my pricing for my Christmas items on it. The frames will be incorporated in my pop-up display. I will also be bringing my iPad to use as my little register checkout section. And then I also own one of those Shopify card readers. I run my website through Shopify. If you guys are curious about how I run my website and how I set it all up on Shopify, I would love to do a video like that. I think that that would be really cool. I actually have a lot of experience with Shopify through my regular job. I do digital marketing and e-commerce for a company in Delaware. So that's how I got a lot of experience working with the Shopify platform. And that's why I felt really confident to jump straight into having my own website for ReSpun rather than selling on like Etsy first. Etsy is obviously a great platform and resource for people who might not want to take that jump to designing and creating their own website. And also Shopify, their monthly fees can be pretty pricey. But for me personally, I knew from the jump that I wanted to have my own website that could be fully customizable, that would be my own. So yeah, I went with Shopify and I've been very happy with it. But I just have the tap and chip reader and I only used it the one time for that pop-up. It was really important to me to have it for the pop-up. It is a really easy way to like collect taxes and make sure that's all good, and all of the money goes directly to your Shopify. But what was cool about my very first pop-up was I didn't sell a whole lot, but I at least made back the money that I put into setting up for my very first pop-up. So I just went with the smallest, most basic tap and chip reader, and when I used it the first time, it was great. My camera doesn't have that much battery left, or I would film this part as well, but I've decided to see if I could pack all of the stuff I'm bringing for the pop-up in this packing cube. I think it would just make things a lot easier for me if it was all together, and I could probably use my products to kind of protect like the frame and the chip reader. I'm going to charge my camera. I'm going to play Tetris and get everything to fit in here, and then I'll show you how it's all packed up when I'm done. I was able to get all of my ReSpun product in this packing cube, which is very nice. I have my zipper pouches up here, and then I have the pot holders here. I also decided that I'm going to attach this, I know this isn't a large hot pad, but I'm going to attach some of the price tags with safety pins. I think that will be a good way to attach at least to the hot pads, which don't have little pulls on them. I have the pot holders here, and then sandwiched between everything, I have the frames. I ended up making new frames, so I have a list of all the pricing for this event. And then I have a couple of other options. If there's room, I have a larger one. I like this frame a little bit better than this one, but if there's not room, I'll use the little one. And then I have a little frame for the zipper pouches. I have the hot pads here. I have the coasters here, and then I have all of the keychains over here as well. So fingers crossed I sell all of this stuff and I don't have to come home with any of it. And I can use this for my clothes on the way back. I wonder if I can fit my bags in here. Packing cubes are super awesome and like very convenient. I'll unpack all of this stuff too when I get to my sister's so that it's not like smushed for the pop-up, but because I'm flying with all of this stuff, it kind of needs to be this way. And it's really not a big deal. Like, I mean, this stuff is all fabric, as you know, so nothing in here would be like breakable or it would ruin anything. The frames, I mean, I think the frames are so cushioned up in here that it should be fine. Okay, well, cool. That saves me a bit of room. One thing I forgot to mention that I'm also bringing is some cash, just a little bit of 10s, 5s, 1s. That is one thing that I forgot at my last pop-up, and the very first customer I had wanted to know if I had change, and I did not. So it was fine. She ended up being able to pay with a card, but that is something I totally forgot about. That would be like a payment option. So I'm going to bring a little bit of cash. I'm going to bring also the safety pins. I don't think I actually need that many of them. I should just take out what I need. Probably overcompensating, but it's fine. And then I really think that's it. I just need to pack my card reader. I just wanted to document an overview of everything that I made for this pop-up. I wish I had done more documenting me actually sewing everything, but sometimes when I put pressure on myself to film and sew, the sewing doesn't happen. So I still love using YouTube as a way to like document my life and my experiences, and especially having ReSpun now, I just want to document as much of it as possible. But I hope that you enjoyed being able to see everything that I'm bringing to the pop-up and all of the equipment that I'm bringing as well to make sure that the pop-up goes smoothly. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything, but again, this isn't like a big vendor market event. This is just going to be a small thing. I'm thinking it's going to be super intimate, and it'll be really cool if I sell out of the things that I bring, especially because it would be very nice to not lug it back home. But if there's anything that I don't sell from the market this weekend, everything will be listed for purchase on ReSpunByChessie.com. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you aren't already subscribed, definitely go ahead and do so, and hopefully I will see you next time.